Hello, I hope you are well. Welcome to my new subscribers. Thanks for joining me. So, I have some twisting wire, various powder for nail art, and this product from Temu, which is a UV resin made for dipping things. So, we are going to try it out right away. See you in a second. I bent and cut my wire to make little things like this, sort of loops. I actually have a very thick wire. I can't remember where I bought it, whether it's at Temu or Amazon. I don't know. I saw a video, but I can't find it. I searched for a while. So I saw a video where this resin was used. I also saw Daniel Cooper, my Bible, my inspiration, who uses normal UV resin with a tiny bit of transparent PVA glue, and it works really well too. So I have to try it. Of course. I'm not sure how well you can see. I'll zoom a little. Yes, because I'm not sure. So, a little zoom. I try to fit you. Oh, excuse me. It checks. Oops. Sorry. Yes, I think it's better like that. I hope. Maybe this way you'll see better. So I dip the shape into the pot, and then oops. Nothing happens. Oh my goodness. No matter how hard I dip it, it doesn't cover the middle at all. It won't stay on. You see? It doesn't work. The middle is perfectly empty. I've got some on the edges, on the wire, but it's the middle that I want to feel. Right now I'm off camera, sorry, but I'm trying hard to turn my loop in this resin. It's super thick, but no matter how I turn it, it doesn't work. Funny, isn't it? In the video we watched, it almost always works great. Well, I can tell you right now that it doesn't work. Oh my goodness. So, maybe the resin is a bit cold. Yes, it might be. I've got a bit of resin in the right place, but it's very heavy, so it automatically made a kind of bubble. That's crazy. And hop, it's coming apart. It's all back in the pot. I'll wipe it up. Oh, excuse me, but that makes me laugh. I'm going to try warming this resin up a bit to make it more fluid. We'll see if it works. Oh my goodness. I'm going to use my little quick lighter. I'll just give it a few short bursts of flame. And I'll start again. So, it seems to be a bit more fluid. But no. It still doesn't work. So, Is my wire too thick? I don't know. I just don't know. Maybe that's it. Oh la la. It's not working at all. It's catastrophic. Nothing to do. This product is so thick. It's unbelievable. If it wasn't transparent, you'd think it was tar. And I dip, and I dip, and I turn. So, do I have the wrong technique? Not sure, but what I did was put my little pot in a bath of hot water. Well, it heated it up a little. I don't think it does much. It's still as thick as ever. Oh. So I'm going to redip the loop, but it's still just as thick. So come on, be brave. Now it seems to be sticking to the wire a little better. Yes, my center is full. You have to make sure that there are no holes, of course. I wipe a little on the edges of the pot, so there's not too much resin on the wire. And I'm going to risk wiping my wire. I still have a big bubble forming. Oh my goodness. A big bubble in the middle. Oh, and I'll put it under my UV lamp, no matter. But I've got this big bubble forming. But I think, which makes sense given the weight of the resin. So, I take off my little pot to avoid any drama. I'm going to leave it under the lamp for 1 minute while turning it over and over, which is why the little tail is so useful. And I can see that I'm going to have a big bubble right in the middle. So, let's see. Big bubble, thick bubble. I've got to find that video. I can't believe it. It's not going to look pretty, that's for sure, but it's to show you the difficulties of using a new product. As you know, I try it without a safety net, so to speak. I gave it another 30 seconds because it was still sticky a little bit. This big bubble is not pretty. And I apply nail powder for nail art. You really need to leave a little tail there at the end of your product. And now I'm going to use my UV resin, which is still the same. You have all the product in the description box. I'm sorry, I just got it recently and it's unopened, but that's okay. I've mastered the opening of this bottle. And now I'm going to put a layer of UV resin, normal UV resin, on top of the powder. Spread it carefully so that it covers the whole surface. You mustn't rub the powder with the tip, otherwise it will leave unsightly marks. I move my little loop around to spread the resin, and I use my wooden stick to help her a little without touching the powder, and put under the lamp for a couple of minutes. And I cross my fingers. And there it is. The big bubble in the middle. It's really ugly. And behind, of course, there's a big gap. But I'm actually going to fill that hole with UV resin, normal UV resin, and put under the UV lamp, of course. So yes, the result isn't too bad, except for the big bubble. I'm sure you can do some very nice things with this type of resin, but I'm going to try Daniel Cooper's method because I want to compare if it's easier or not. So I've got a little idea here just popping into my head. I put my loop there. I take my thick resin. I'll put it in the center. I can see that my loop isn't adhering properly to the silicone mold. I'll try to hurry. Hopefully the resin won't run all over the place. Maybe, maybe not. So I pour it in the middle. It's full of micro bubbles. Terrible. I spread it out with my wooden stick and I put it under the lamp. I can already see that obviously the resin goes under the wire. My idea is not good. What's more, I wasn't paying attention, but I've got a little hole here on the side, and it was dripping underneath. It's ugly. It doesn't fit at all. It's easier, but it doesn't work unless you have a very flat shape. It annoys me. Yes, it annoys me that. I'm going to start again by dipping in the pot, and as soon as I filled the middle, I'm going to put it very, very, very quickly under the UV lamp. Still turning, of course. Oh, it annoys me. It's true that it annoys me because I'd like to understand why I can't do this thing. Well, I don't seem to have any big bubble. I don't have any holes, but I do have micro bubbles. I'm going to spend another minute under the lamp because it's still, yes, it's still sticky. I can see that. And then the same thing. I'll run some powder over my resin surface. It seems to be more correct. Yes, it's more flat. I think you really need to get the knack of it. Yes, I can feel with my little applicator the surface is almost flat. I don't have that big bubble in the middle. That's better. And you see, it looks nice, doesn't it? It's nice little thing to do. So yes, I have. It's nice. It's not completely smooth. Well, my base isn't quite straight either, but yes, it's nice. Okay. So, while I'm at it, I'm going to continue with some gel polish, nail gel. And this gel is rainbow color. It will go really well with my powder. I'm going to put it on the back of my loop. Oops, a little more. I apply myself as best as I can. It's a bit like doing my nails. It's not always great. Often overflow. Here I try not to get any on the edges, well, on the wire. I sprayed it out and check that I've put it everywhere. So be careful with that. And then I put it to dry, to cure under my lamp. And here is the result. Ah, yes, it's nice. Oh, yes. I'm not too unhappy with the result. I'll add another coat of UV resin, but it's fun to do when the resin wants to stick to the base. My opinion is mixed. I'll give this resin 10, 12 out of 20, because it's not easy to handle. But I think you have to get the knack of it. Well, I'm going to continue my test. You'll see that in a second. So I wanted to check whether my theory about the thickness of wire could be a factor. you can see the difference in thickness. The one in my left hand, which is on the right for you, I think it's 2 or 3 millimeters thick, and the thinner one is 1 millimeter. It's very different. So I wanted to check whether my theory about thickness of my wire is great or not. I'm going to see if this mixture is easier to work with when the wire is thinner. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Really, this resin isn't easy to work with at all. I'd have to get some from a store on the net where I normally get my supplies to see if it's a question of resin quality or not. In any case, this one from Temu is really not easy. Let's see with this thin wire. I turn in the pot. I turn, but it doesn't stick. It won't stay in the middle. And here I tilt my pot, and I'm making a mess. Oh, no, no, no. It won't stay in the hole. So there are two solutions. Either I'm absolutely not good at it, and that's a perfectly possible solution. I won't deny that. Or maybe it's the product which isn't quality. I don't know. I don't know. It seems to be holding better now. Well, I can see. Not you. Sorry. I was so absorbed that I am out of focus. And I'm turning in my pot, and I'm turning. Well, maybe there's just one thing. Maybe I'm turning too fast. I'm really going to have to try and find a solution. I mustn't go too fast, but frankly, in the video I saw, she dipped and pulled out a thing, and it was okay. I don't understand. It's really not easy, and I don't want to have a big ugly bubble again. Oh, this time it's stuck. Yes. So I'll hurry up and put it under the lamp. But I think I'm going to have a slightly thicker side. And I'm changing my gloves because they are ruined. And I turn under the lamp. Okay, not too bad. I'm going to add 30 seconds because it's a bit sticky. Oh my goodness. Oh, it's hard this time. And this video is very, very long. So for this one, I'm going to apply a black gel polish, and I'm coming up with ideas as I go along. I'm going to apply this gel on the back of my loop. Don't forget, when you're using UV lamp and you have to put your fingers underneath to wear gloves, and I should even have dark gloves rather than light ones, because UV is not good for the skin, as we know. Right, so I had a little trick I'd seen on Daniel Cooper's channel to finish drying or curing. It's in a glass water. You take cold water, and when it's practically dry, practically cured, but it's still sticky a little, especially with dark colors, you put your piece in the water, in a glass of cold water. You take a UV lamp and put it on for about 30 seconds. Yes, it's enough. This causes a chemical reaction, which Daniel explains very well, and allows your resin piece to dry perfectly, or at least harden. And now I apply another nail powder, and then a small layer of normal UV resin, and set under the lamp. And here is the result. Oh, I think this one's really pretty. It's true that with the wires you can work with, you can make lots of different shapes. I also apply a layer of resin on the back gel side. Look at the effect. You will see in a second. You see? I think it's lovely. You can achieve this effect with simple UV resin, but normal resin goes under shapes like this. Normally, this thick resin is used to fill hollows and holes, but it's not easy. I've yet to try Daniel Cooper's mix of UV resin and PVA glue. In any case, for this one, the result is pretty. You can make different things. Pendant, yes, maybe pendant, earrings, yes, you have many things to do with that. This one is nice too with the rainbow gel. I like it. And the one where I didn't use gel polish but only powder, well, I've got this big bubble which isn't very pretty. With thicker or thinner wire, I think it's more or less the same thing, the same difficulty in filling the central space. I didn't really see any difference. No, it didn't jump out at me. Yes, because there can't be any bubble or excess thickness. This product is quite special. You can also make a pretty flower if you want. It can be a bit tricky with the thick wire, but I'd like to point out that the thinnest wire I got from Amazon is super strong. I even had trouble twisting it to get in line. And you see in the package I received, there are spools with a smaller diameter. I will try, but I don't know if it makes some other things. I don't know. So much for my little test. Today I can't wait to try Daniel Cooper mixed. I'll do a comparison between the two products in a future video. This one's long enough already. So here are my 3 little curls. Here with the rainbow nail polish. This one just powder and resin, and the other one with the black gel on the back. Let me know which one you like better. So they are nice, okay, but I'm going to have to explore the possibilities of this particular kind of resin a bit more and get the knack of filling in the holes. Really, I insist, but this resin is hard to manipulate. I hope you have enjoyed my little test. Sorry for this long video. Don't forget the thumbs up. I'll see you soon for new adventures. Take good care of yourself. And bye for now.